What's up, everybody? Here we are. We are here. We are here. We are here. Please let me know if you can hear me. Let me get a thumbs up if you can hear me, or somebody just let me know if you can hear me because we got some stuff that we got to rap about. Looks like we got Sledge Inc. team in the building. Woodsy's in the building. John's in the building. I'm not going to keep you guys for a long time, but I have some things that I have to get off my chest. So somebody let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Let's see here. Let's see here. Making sure everything's running right. There you go. John, can you hear me? Let's make sure. Lonnie is in the building from Call Me Lonnie. Check out his channel. Business cards are the cheat code. A one-way travels. Darius Jamal's in the house. Look, I'm not going to keep you guys. Juan Garcia right here in sunny South Florida with me. I'm not going to keep you guys for a long time. But look, when you come here, when you come to my channel, you come here for the truth and for clarity. This is a place for discerning credit card connoisseurs. I have made so many credit mistakes that I've rebuilt my credit on numerous occasions. I've forgotten so many things that I could probably form another channel just based on the things that I have forgotten. You know what I mean? Loops, Points, and Miles is in the building. Filmo is in the building. But this is exactly what it is. It's reasons why maybe a business credit card is not for you. So frankly, I'm just gonna keep it straight. I'm gonna keep it 100. I am not monetizing this, so there will be probably some bad language. Secondly, I don't care about the AdSense. I don't care about the money because I have to get this message out to people who are discerning credit card connoisseurs. But there is some dangerous content out here. I even made an outline. There's some sincerely dangerous content out here, and I'm just gonna start this off by letting you know, do not let any 20-something who has their parents to fall back on when they eventually shit can their credit tell you that business cards are not intimately tied to your personal credit. I don't know why people keep falling for this, but when you get a business card, you are what's called a guarantor. When you apply for a business card, even if you put an EIN in, guess what else they want? Is a social security number. If they want your social security number and you think for some reason you're not going to be responsible for that, you have bumped your head, and it shows. The fact is that business cards in this community are sold as, oh my God, get a business card and then you don't have to show the utilization on your account. Now, mind you, this is proliferated by the same people who barely use their cards, because they'll tell you that they don't use their cards and they don't spend and pay off the balances as soon as you get them and pay off in full and this and that, whatever. So if you pay all your balances off and in full, then what is the point of getting a business card where utilization doesn't show? You see where the bullshit starts to cook there? You understand what I'm saying? So I saw some content today where they were like, yeah, you know, the business credit doesn't show as utilization. Yeah, you don't get the time in credit account, like basically the time in account that you would get for a personal, but it's still useful. Look here, if you are the guarantor, and I want some of you to actually look at Ben Hedges' video that he did yesterday. Look at some of the terms and conditions. Those are two words you don't tend to hear very often in this community, is terms and conditions, because no one reads them. You will become jointly responsible, you and your company, even if you file for bankruptcy, even if your company goes under, even if your LLC is dissolved. They have your social. They have you in their system. I've said this also before, data is the new currency. Trust me, they're gonna get their money. I don't know how much more intimate you can be connected than that, because either way, your name's on the card plus your company. And on top of that, banks like Chase, banks like Amex, yes, they won't report your utilization while you are in good standing. But understand, once you become delinquent, 30 days or more, that business credit the delinquency will start to report to your personal account because your personal profile because you are the guarantor. That's how this works. These credit card companies are not stupid. They are not going to give you business cards and not have you on the hook. It's just dumb. It's bullshit. And people sell it and they sell it and they'll tell you all the time. Frankly, before I knew anything, I would say, oh yeah, get a business card. But that's going to lead me into my next point. Reason number 2, business card is probably not for you, is that you might be masquerading as a business. So now what does that mean? A lot of times you will hear, which is true, the definition of a business is very vague, even by IRS standards. It's extremely vague. So if you teach underwater basket weaving in the desert, it's a business. Maybe not the best one, but it is still a business. Even illicit businesses are businesses. If you, how should I say this? If you transact in street pharmaceuticals, understand that your income can be taxed by the government. The United States Code allows for all income, be it illegal or legal, to be taxable. So the definition of a business is extremely vague, but you're acting as an individual, masquerading as a business because you wanted to jump into the next ecosystem. You wanted to find a way to sidestep that next internal rule set that's keeping you out, that 524 that's keeping you out, that 456 rule that's keeping you out, because you just want the points. Okay, that's great. So now here's what you got to take with it. You have to take a higher spend requirement with it. You have to take higher interest rates with it, because remember, as an entity, they are doing business with a business, not you. So when I hear things and I see things in videos about how this business card was nerfed, or that business card was nerfed because they took away things that individual people tend to enjoy as opposed to businesses. At one point, I'm never gonna lie to you, I heard somebody ask why they didn't put a grocery multiplier on a business card. What company needs to go grocery shopping? It's like silly shit like that that proliferates and gets views and stuff like that. Look, if you are masquerading as a business, hey man, more power to you. You do what you gotta do. You get your sign-up bonuses. You get everything that you need, but understand you have to take everything that goes with it. I've said this before in my Dark Side of Business Cards video. Crashing a business credit card is the A-OK tip-top #1 way to destroy both your business and your personal profile on a 2-for-1 basis. It's like getting a coupon for fucking up your credit. That's the best way I can put it. It's literally, it's like a coupon. It's like you can do it, even a double coupon day. If you have employee cards, guess what? You get to fuck up their credit too. Wonderful. That is fantastic. That might not be true though, because it's normally for authorized user cards on the personal side, but you get what it is where I'm going with this. Like, if you're masquerading as a business, that's one thing, but you got to take everything that goes with it. That includes the annual fee increases. That includes the benefits and credits that you may not be able to use. So getting business cards is great. It's actually fairly easy, but understand this. If you get a business card, you will be treated as a business, and if you don't like it, stay in the personal arena. So now, my third point. Let's see here. My third point why business cards might not be for you is if you already have a habit of carrying balances forward. Business cards tend to give you a higher limit. Unless you're CJ. They just hate him for some reason, but that's a whole other video for a whole other day. But the fact is, they tend to give you higher balances. They credit limits, and they tend to give you more leeway because businesses are expected to spend. So if you're already in the habit of keeping a balance on your personal card, what the hell do you think you're gonna do when they give you 30K, 25K just in one clip, whereas you might have to have 3 or 4 personal cards to get that kind of limit? Trust me, you will overspend. I'm not asking if you will, I'm telling you will. I am in your mind right now. You will overspend and you will just screw the pooch on this. It's what you're gonna do. You're a human, it's human nature. So with that being said, everyone excuse my appearance. I'm gonna be leaving work here in a little bit to go hit the gym and get rid of this dad bod. But let's see here. This is one of the final reasons I know for a fact business cards aren't for you because at first they weren't for me. If you get the majority of your information about business cards from YouTube, just close the application, close your computer, walk into a corner, and go punch yourself in the face. If that is where you are getting the lion's share of your business card information, Jesus. I'm not saying that it can't be something that's good. I'm not saying that it can't be something that's positive. I may open your eyes to one or two things, but this arena cannot be where you get all of your information for business cards. There are nuances to it that do not apply on the personal side, on the consumer side. I mean, come on, remember, terms and conditions. Nobody reads terms and conditions. Find me a YouTube channel where they have video after video of someone reading the terms and conditions of any credit card, period. I have personally, literally thrown them over my shoulder when I've got, what? A business card. I am guilty of it. Now, I'm never gonna bullshit you and tell you to do something that I don't do or I didn't do something that I do. I'm telling you now, this is not the place to get all your business card information. Those are the 4 reasons why I am suspecting that there is somebody out there, out of the 37 people in here, one or all of those might apply to you, and business cards are not for you, period. Don't bullshit yourself. The fact is, it is what it is. So just be wary. So I'm gonna go back through the comments here and say what's up to everybody. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out because I didn't want to keep you guys for a long time, and I know I gotta go to the gym anyway. All right. Luke's in the building. Wong Wei, Mike from Wong Wei's Travels in the building. Call me Lonnie. John is in the building. Man, we got some heavy hitters. The Nifty Ninja. He is in the building. John says, TNC, terms and conditions. Slash says, talk your shit, Chad. That's right. That's what I would be doing. Call me Lonnie also brings up a great point. They asked for your mother's maiden name. Those cards are connected to you. They are. There are people who create content for views. The reason I am not even monetizing this is because the money does not matter. I have to get this out to a super critical mass of people so that you are informed. I'm not even charging you for this. This is free game. Please take this free game. Do not take business cards for a joke. They will just fuck you right up. They will. That's it. That's the best way I can put it. Straight, no chaser. They will tear your ass in 3. Business cards are no joke because they don't play with businesses. And if you are the personal guarantor, all of a sudden, that fancy LLC you have, if you are jointly responsible, now they can start coming after personal stuff. So you really negate the protection of a limited liability corporation like that. It's not a game. They want to know. They will tell you all 4 of your previous addresses. They will tell you what car you drive. They will ask you if you ever had a license plate that said Go Bucks or whatever it is that you're into. This shit ain't no game. So let's say, oh, they hate me. I ain't seen you in a minute. Give me that. What's going on? Welcome back. Nifty Ninja says, Chad's not a businessman. He's a businessman. Exactly, Chad's Money Minutes. It's a business. That's what I do. You get, another thing with business cards, you get spending reports. So a lot of people, here's a bonus one. They'll tell you spend what you want to spend, but you should use it on business purchases. I am not suggesting this to you. I am telling you, try to keep your spending aligned, because if you get audited and you try to play dumb, understand the credit card company's not going to play dumb because they're going to indemnify themselves. You see what I'm saying? And, subscriptions to certain sites that begin with an O and start and end with fans, I mean, that kind of thing normally isn't business related. So you want to watch out for things like that. Let's see here. Oh, Sledge coming in hot with the 5-piece. Appreciate you, my brother. Oh, we got some stuff going on here. Lonnie coming in with the 5-spot. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. What else? It looks like we got something else going on here. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, what else is happening? Oh, Luke's Points and Miles with $1.99. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chats. Let me go back in the comments here. Filmo says, the man will always find you. That is correct. They hate me. Give me that. For sure. Nifty. Oh, let me see. Let me go here. Andrea Charles says, illegal income and taxable. Thought it was secret income. No, it's all taxable. It's not even a game. They will sue you and they will get their money. I mean, that's how they got Al Capone, for tax evasion on his illegal enterprises. By all means, look it up. Nifty Ninja says, grocery multiplier on a business card is very poor-sighted. That is true. Comey Lonnie says, a caterer or a food truck maybe. Yes. But in most cases, what they will probably end up doing is buying their food in bulk from some sort of warehouse. And a warehouse multiplier is actually a much better suitable fitted multiplier for a business card than a grocery store. Let's see here. Wait a minute. What just happened here? Well, oh, John coming in with the super chat. I appreciate you guys, man. Let me make sure I like these. I want to make sure they're okay. There we go. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Matt Clausen said he missed some. Well, I'm happy to have you here, Matt. Nifty Ninja says, the argument of the Hilton business losing is 15-4. FNC was a nerf, though. No way around that. Yes, for a person. We had this discussion in the roundtable. Remember, that's for an individual. Remember, when you apply for these cards, you're not an individual anymore. You're primarily a business. That is one of the reasons why if you start the American Express journey with a business card, they run your credit again when you get a personal card. Because remember, they're doing business with the business. That's their primary. You are secondary as a guarantor. Really, in truth, regardless of how long you hold that business card, they don't actually know you. And really, they don't care to. So they're going to run you again. DC not in DC says, Amex Hilton card is better for us now. We buy $50 Hilton gift cards every quarter and get reimbursed by Amex. So Amex is paying each of us $5 to hold a card. There it is. That is how you prepay for benefits. You take benefits back. But just understand, like I said, you got it. You already know what you're going into. So as a good business person would, you try to maximize assets and revenue and minimize liabilities and other pitfalls that may be detrimental to the business. Oh, Nell's in the building. Hey, everybody check out Water Your Soil. He is in the building. Darnell, my man, accomplished author. His book is on sale on Amazon. His website is on his YouTube page. Please check him out. Let's see here. Phomos. Poor CJ. Yeah, they really do hate him. Nifty Ninja says, for now, while the gift cards work, got to take advantage while it's working. Absolutely. Now, not going to point any fingers, but somebody decided to buy a gift card and found that out on the Surpass, and it has worked ever since. But I'm not pointing any fingers. There's no reason to point any fingers at who might have done that in order to share that with the community. There's no reason to point any fingers. Technically, the thumbs aren't fingers. So, let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Tell them how you really feel. That's how I feel. Oh, Sendo in the building. Luke's Points and Miles says, I actually love overspending. My wife helps me. I know that mine helps me too. Nifty Ninja says, hardly hear anybody talking about the Plum card. Solid card for many business owners. Exactly. I'm happy you brought that up, Nifty Ninja. The reason people don't talk about the Plum card is because you cannot fake it. There is no frills to the Plum card. The Plum card gives you an extended time to pay for actual business expenses, and nobody wants that smoke. That's why find me some videos on the Plum card. I think Radical Marketer has one, but for the most part, barely anyone has it because they know you got to be the real deal Holyfield. You got to be official tissue if you want the Plum card because it's a real business card. It's a real business charge card. See here, Sledging Team. Can't lie. If you want terrible business advice, watch a lot of YouTube. That's true. Very much so true. Cesar Joel is in the house. Okay, Sledge says, Nifty, I'm interested in the Plum card. Luke's Points and Miles says, I go a step further and say a lot of credit card information in general is bad. That is absolutely true. It sincerely is. And here's the thing. It's not that the people are bad. It's just, and not even their intentions are bad, but it's I find that the worst information that I have is incomplete. So like when these people are telling you get these business cards like it's a game, you don't need any documentation, you could just file bankruptcy, or they don't affect your personal credit, so like there's no lose. Look, at best, they're lying to you and you can simply prove that they're full of shit, or at worst, they're not lying to you and they're uninformed, which makes them dangerous. So that's just something for the family, man. I just need y'all to understand that. Luke says, too many children repeating the same old shit that may or may not be true. Absolutely. If it sounds good, you know, maybe somebody has said it who has X amount of followers and it's just like, oh, that passes the smell test. Too bad. It's a fart. So you see where we're going with that one? Andrea Jones says, feeling informed. Thanks, Chad. Space Co says, I joined late, but I appreciate the topic. Nobody ever talks about things like Truth in Lending Act. The Card Act only applies to extensions of consumer credit. There you go. See, when we have these conversations for the discerning card connoisseur, then some of the knowledge comes out. It's not as sexy as a sign-up bonus, but it still gets the job done. Oh, who's coming in hot? Somebody's coming in hot. Andrea Charles coming in hot. Lots of great takeaways from the content today. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Let's go back to the, whatchamacallit. Matt Clausen says, thank God business cards have low limits and I pay everything. Good. Businesses have less rights than an individual. Absolutely. Even though they are treated as individuals per se, they do have less rights. Squad says, supersize it. Nifty Ninja, Water Your Soul says, make sure your accountant is legit too, because if your accountant is adding personal stuff as expenses and you get audited, you get into big trouble. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That you have to get everybody around you, you know, to be on board and walk the straight and narrow. Sledging Team says, Mitt Romney says businesses are people. So a business card is basically a personal card. Well, not exactly, but I mean, wishful thinking is wishful thinking. And if certain people were in charge, yes, businesses would be actual people. But the problem is that you can't jail a business. You know, that's why they get away with such heinous things, because you can't put a business in jail. Thomas Johnson says they are going to have to run that 30K biz card for real in Saks Fifth Avenue. Luke's Points of Miles says Mitt Romney also has magic underwear. Nifty Ninja says. Mitt Romney, you mean Pierre Delecto. John says, I've never seen a video on the plum card. Filmo says, to quote Sledge, do your research. That is it. That is the name of the game. Do your research. Can't believe I have 52 people in here. What it is that I wanted to get this out. I was gonna shoot a video, but I just decided against it because look, this is something I had to get out to you now. I didn't have time to do edits and this and that and whatever. I needed the people who were gonna see this to see this and, you know, understand, and understand what it is that we have going on. There's some dangerous content out there. Please keep your head on a swivel. Understand that people may misinform you, but they may not be bad people. But either way, always do your research. Like the general says, do your research. That's all I can offer you. But I just want to keep it real with you. I just want to talk to the people. I'm working on some other projects here as well. Some other things that a lot of people do not talk about. I'm going to put those out here as well. So I have some editing I have to do. Let's read this last comment here. What you were saying is true, but an advantage of business versus personal is that you need to carry a balance and won't show up on your personal card as long as you're making regular payments. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you 1,000,000%, Anthony Fantino. But the missing part of the spice that no one focuses on is the responsibility. So on one end, on the personal end, you're ashamed for carrying a balance because I've never paid interest in this, blah, blah, blah. It is very common for businesses to carry balances, pay interest, and that interest is to an expense of the business. People don't get into that because the first thing they'll tell you is, I'm not a tax expert. But a lot of people don't understand you have to change your mindset. Like I do a lot of contract work and I have contractors who act like employees because they don't change their mindset to understand that they are an entity doing business with an entity and there are certain things they don't have rights to. That's the same thing that happens with business cards. But with that, I must say, I'm gonna head out to the gym here, head home to the wife and kids. The wife's finally back home. She actually came home the day before the eclipse in Maine. So, by the way, check out Dugraz's video on the eclipse. It was really cool. I have to say, Sledge is cooking up some heat for you. Shout out to Major Change Group. Shout out to Anthony Ventures. Shout out to Darius Jamal. Shout out to Call Me Lonnie. Shout out to John, to Kiki's Travels. She's all over the place. Just did a great lounge tour today. And with that, this is the part where I always let you know that you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to be here. I do not count milestones because each and every one of you is a milestone. You guys took your time out of your day to literally listen to me mind dump right into my phone, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. I also am superiorly grateful for the super chats. Andrea Charles, Luke's Points and Miles, Call Me Lonnie, Sledge, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you everybody who came in today and joined. I'm happy I was able to get it out to you. This video will never be monetized, so at any given time, if you want to watch it to get some game about business cards, you can do so without interruption, regardless of whether you have YouTube Premium or not. I'm not gonna sneak any dumbass sponsorships in there. I don't do sponsorships. This is still a hobby for me. I'm not defeating your paywall. So that is all there is to it. Thank you so much, because without you, there is no me. I appreciate you. As a general would say, salute. Look forward to seeing a lot of you guys in New Orleans. Still gonna be, cooking it up in the kitchen, bringing new content to you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm gonna go hit it, get rid of this dad bod. So you guys, take it easy.